Mild day on Monday, and most important, a dry Monday ahead after some overnight thunderstorms. We'll have more in your 6-day forecast coming up.
And starting to feel a little bit more like spring. Thanks, Vince. U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry is in Japan on the last stop of his Asian tour. The visit comes at a sensitive time for the region, with North Korea threatening its neighbors and their American allies with war. Kerry's visit included a stop at a 620-year-old Buddhist temple and a talk with university students. He later met his Japanese counterpart, Foreign Minister Fumio Kishida. And on Saturday, John Kerry was in Beijing meeting with Chinese leaders.
He urged them to send a strong message to tone down provocations over there. Christina Muchler has more now.
Okay, warm welcome again. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you. Secretary of State John Kerry and Chinese leaders say the U.S. and China will work together to peacefully diffuse the rising tensions with North Korea.
We both call on North Korea to refrain from any provocative steps, and that obviously refers to any future missile shoot.
China's state counselor calls the country's stance clear-cut, saying China is firmly committed to upholding peace and advancing denuclearization on Korea's peninsula. China is considered North Korea's biggest benefactor, and Washington wants Beijing to send a strong message by stopping the money trail to Pyongyang. Together, Kerry wants to tone down the rhetoric and refocus efforts to implement policy.
And we don't want to get into threat for threat or, some kind of confrontational language here. There's been enough of that.
Discussions also led to Iran and the shared interest in preventing Iran from securing a nuclear weapon.
We are committed in both cases to not see the world move towards nuclearization, but to move in the opposite direction in a peaceful way.
Kerry didn't give specifics on how China would move forward with North Korea's threats, leaving it up to the Chinese to address any plans in the days ahead. I'm Christina Muchler reporting.
The world's eyes are on North Korea, and there is a Milwaukee man with a perspective very few Americans have.
Last summer, he spent a week over there. He shared his stories and pictures with Ari J. Bayapur.